Hi everyone, today I'm so happy because I'm on Eurobike, big trade show on the SRAM stand. I'm with Steward. He will present you an innovative product, the Flight Attendant. Hi Steward.
Hey, nice to be with you. And yeah, so Flight Attendant was a launch we made this year, super exciting new technology for rockshox. The best way I guess I could describe what Flight Attendant does is it's kind of like a brain for your suspension system that's going to make sure that you always have the best possible settings and experience for your ride. So you go through an initial setup procedure, which is super easy to do to set the bike in the way that you would do with a normal suspension setup. And then from that point on, you basically just get on your bike and ride. And so we have three key sensors to make this system work. One on the fork itself, so you can see it just here on the top of the fork crown. There is one on the rear shock, and there's also one in the bottom bracket spindle. So those three sensors work all in real time together to basically talk to one another so that they're gathering data about not just how you're riding in terms of like the speed at which you're hitting bumps and things, how much travel you're using in the fork, but also your pedaling, and that's key to the whole thing. So it's learning really how you're riding, feedback from you as the rider, but also from the trail. So those two things get fed into the system, and then it's going to change the settings automatically to give you the best setup on your bike. So, as a rider, if you're not understanding, like in the old days, we had these little levers on the forks to switch your lockout, or and the same on the, we had to reach down between our legs for the rear shock lockout, and we have, pedal settings and so on. And, people maybe didn't understand how to set that correctly. This is going to do all that for you without you having to even think about it. So it's taking the guesswork out of your suspension setting, basically. So you always get the best setup for your riding.
Nice. I think every rider has a friend that spends more time to set his suspension than to ride.
Yeah.
Is it for these riders?
It's for every rider.
For every rider?
Yeah, because as I said, if you're sort of new to cycling, you don't necessarily understand how to get the best settings on your suspension. This is going to do the majority of that work for you. So always it's learning. If you tip down into a steep descent, it will automatically open that to the most plush setting. If you're riding uphill, it will automatically say, hey, you need to have into the lock mode. So it's doing this all the time, and the fork is talking with the shock. And as I say, they're gathering that feedback. So if you hit a rock garden and you've forgotten to unlock your fork from for instance, the previous climb, then in the past that would have been a problem because your fork is still locked and you're in the rock garden already.
Yes.
With this Flight Attendant system, as soon as that fork feels the first sign of an impact, everything is open, you're good to go. So you're riding, just thinking about your riding, nothing else. You're not thinking about, did I unlock my fork or my shock? No. So for all types of riders, and also even for the top end racers, we have athletes running this in the EWS series right now, because obviously for racers, you're sprinting through on the flat maybe, and then you turning into the next trail or the next descent. You're not having to then take time to take your hand off the handlebars, change the settings. It's all done like literally real time. So it's changing, boom, 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 all the time.
Okay, perfect. I hope this video was so cool and so interesting for you. Don't forget to subscribe and to switch on notification. See you soon on trade. And don't forget, it's always the right time.